For the last 11 years, the government has been subsidizing the cost of electricity by up to 60% for the end user, spending over 1.5 trillion shillings in the process. But now the government says this is no longer feasible and that the money used to subsidize the cost of electricity would serve the country better if it was channeled towards long-term electricity generation projects.
The government has decided to eliminate subsidies to the electricity subsector when the Bujagali hydropower project is fully in production.
For a domestic user where you initially paid 385.6 Uganda shillings for every unit of electricity, you will now pay an extra 138.9 shillings that the government was paying for you, representing a difference of 36%. Large industrial users will pay an extra 128 shillings for every unit. It all means electricity in Uganda is going to be more expensive, calling for belt-tightening measures.
We had hoped that Bujagali was going to come much earlier in order to relieve us of this problem. But there has been, for some reasons, there has been a delay.
Go in for a 5-watt bulb. It is as good as the 100-watt because it gives you the needed brightness. It may cost you slightly more, but at the end of the month, you are going to pay a lower bill.
Many of us never quite keep track of how many units we use, so don't be surprised if at the end of February your bill is much higher than it normally is. But that is not all. Unlike in Kenya and Tanzania, Uganda does not have an automatic adjustment system in power tariff mechanisms, and that means external factors such as movements in the exchange rate, inflation, high fuel prices have had no effect on the electricity bill. This is going to change starting March this year.
If those factors move favorably, the consumer will enjoy a lower tariff. But if they move in an unfavorable manner, then the consumer will again meet the cost of an increased tariff.
Umeme has been urged to speed up the process of rolling out the prepaid meters so that people learn how to be responsible for their own electricity usage. The Minister for Energy says reliable power supply will only be achieved when Bujagali is fully commissioned, and the hope is that it will be by the end of July. Josephine Karunji, NTV.